I love this topic. I think it's something where a lot of resellers out there can make some money for sure. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth. Flipper, welcome to the cabin. Have some good sales today. 19 things. No, I take that back. Is that right? Hold on. No, I was right. 19 things headed out of here for $599 and a little bit of change. It's a pretty good day of sales. I've got two topics that I want to talk about today. We'll see if I can get to both. I'll give you a little preview of one. eBay going out of business sales. Now, we're not going out of business here. Not yet. Matter of fact, this is something I talked about not too long ago. But there are people who are, and I've been contacted by more and more. 6 people just this week contacted me asking them to either buy a huge chunk of their inventory or all of their inventory. And I want to know if anybody out there is taking advantage of this. I've got another related topic that I'm going to save for about 5 sales from now. We're going to talk about that as well. I love this topic. I think it's something where a lot of resellers out there can make some money for sure. Let's take a look. Speaking of making money, sourcing is certainly changing. Shipping is certainly changing. I hope to fit that into this video as well. Might not, but there's a shipping topic I want to talk about today as well. Maybe we'll have to do it on the next one. We'll see. Speaking of sourcing changing, I just put these hats in here, and this one sold super duper quick. An old, you know, you ever find these old Ford hats, but they have the advertising from a certain location, pick them up. This one sold for $25, and I sourced it from Whatnot. I sourced it from Chernock's Connection for a pretty good deal because it doesn't have any foam in it. So if you ever see that crumbling foam in there, you know, you can remove it and still sell it. He likes to replace it sometimes, but you know, it doesn't sit as well if you don't replace it. But you know what? People will still buy these as long as you clean them up, get that foam out of there, they'll still sell. I'm sold for 25 bucks. I like that sale. And you know, I don't remember exactly what I bought it for because I bought it with a bunch of stuff, but I know I'm making money on it for sure. Hey, here is Friday Flip's drawer. This is a Microsoft Zune. It's like the competitor to the iPod back in the day. And this is $10.89. Now, I had no way to test it. I was pretty certain it worked because of where I got it from, but no charger on this one. And so I sold it as is, 4 parts. Still sold for $39 plus shipping. So sometimes that old electronics that you might not think is worth anything is actually worth something. 39 bucks plus shipping. Speaking of not thinking something's worth money here, Absorbing Junior. There you go. New, old stock. I sold for $30 plus shipping for that one. Crazy. I think this next hat paid for everything I bought on that auction over there on Whatnot. It sold for, well, I don't know if it's more than I thought. I put it out there for $29 on this hat and it sold super fast. And I know I'm not in it for near that much, but, well, I'm going to have to get this bin down to grab it. Here it is, Operation Just Cause. 1989, I remember that one. That was an interesting one. I won't bore you with the history other than to say that this is one that I use. I use this one in, well, I used to use it in my AP classes when we talk about the Cold War. And of course, 89 is the beginning of the end of that. And you're still having operations like this down in South America. And of course, that harkens back to the Monroe Doctrine. So, at any rate, this hat is pretty cool. And there was no comps out there. So I'm like, how about $29 plus shipping? Sold super fast. And I regret selling it that cheap, but you know what? I'm making money on it. Somebody's got a cool hat. Hopefully somebody who served our country well. So that one sold for $29 plus shipping. Next one's going out to Robert. Robert, I'm pretty sure you're a viewer. We negotiated this price on an item that I'm going to have to take my life into my hands to grab. It is a Teddy Ruxpin. And I used to sell these all the time. They used to go for pretty good money. You know, if you get them tested and working, they'll still go for decent money. But there's almost always an issue with them. Put that over here. And there's a couple issues with this one as well. The book is with it, I think. I'm not even sure that book's with it. I'll have to double check. There's no battery back to it either. So I had it listed fairly low at $29 and it just sat there. So I figured, what the heck? He made an offer and $24 plus shipping, and it's headed your way. To be honest with you, you know, you can sell the little bits and pieces of it, the battery back and this, probably make that out of it, but I'm happy somebody's grabbing it. Let's talk a little eBay going out of business. Like I said, we're not going out of business. I know some people are going to read that title and they're like, that is clickbait. That's clickbait. And I'm like, maybe, but it is something I want to talk about going out of business. Is anybody out there considering it? Tell me in the comments below. Give me the reasons why. I think it's a great time to stick it out, to go through all the bumps and bruises, all the difficulties, all the shipping costs going up, all the changes in shipping that you got to go back in and change your listings and all that stuff. All of it can be a pain in the butt sometimes, but I think that if you're in it for the long haul, you can capitalize on a lot of folks who aren't going to be selling for whatever reasons, whether it's taxes, whether it's sourcing's more difficult at thrift stores because Goodwill's prices are through the roof, or X, Y, or Z. You know, yard sales aren't good anymore, whatever, which to me, they're getting better. But whatever, I hear all the complaints all the time, and I get it. I've mentioned in another video that I've got over the last year, I've got more and more people contacting me about buying stuff directly from them. So in the last just few days, not even weeks, I've got 6 different messages from people either wanting to sell everything or to sell a good portion of it, or to sell just a massive amount, a massive quantity. I think that's interesting. I also got a message from another creator who's mainly on another platform that told me that they've been getting these offers as well and asked me a couple of questions about it. And I was like, this is interesting. I think this is gonna happen more and more. And I'm wondering out there if you know in your little network of resellers out there, if this is happening to you. And if you do, I'd love for you to ask them why they're stopping selling on eBay or wherever the platform is. And I'd love to kind of get a little research done. Tell me in the comments below, and tell me if you're considering going out of business for your eBay store. Just went and grabbed this one. If you remember this one from that sale, I paid $75 for it, and I never listed it. Somebody contacted me about it, and they're like, hey, you know, I know you mentioned $250 plus shipping. Would you consider $200 if we're not doing it on eBay, because I never listed it on eBay? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Let me see where you live. They said New York. So I brought it in here so I could measure it and do all that and check out the shipping. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to check out how much it's going to cost to ship this thing to New York. And if it's pretty reasonable, they'll accept it, and I'm not paying eBay fees, I'm going to sell for $200 plus shipping. And you know, it's going to be an easy $100 profit for taking a little bit of time, but more importantly, that cool thing is going to be hanging somewhere instead of sitting in my basement. Next one's headed out to Des, or Desiree, I think. And you left a message, and you didn't leave it on the purchase. You left it in the messaging system, but I think I saw it, and I'm going to try to read your message at the end of the video if I can remember. So let's check out what you bought. It was, I think total purchase price was $51 something plus shipping, and there was a blanket, a Chicago Bears blanket. I might have to look for this, y'all, because I have filled this thing up, and I think I've put the blanket in another. This is normally where I'd put them, but sometimes I put them over here, so probably in here. Matter of fact, there it is right there. I see it. So, the Chicago Bears blanket, and let's see if I can find these really quick. All right, I had to turn the camera off. I couldn't grab them with one hand. They were stuck back there, but these Halloween, it's these Tweety Bird, a few of them, and Sylvester and Halloween outfits. And she bought both of them, and they're headed out, like I said, for $51 plus shipping. And I think I may be into it. I'm definitely into it for less than 10, but probably closer to 6 or 7. Now that I'm here, let's check this out. 1985 NFC Champs blanket. How about that thing right there? Pretty cool. Next one's an ET pen, and it's going to a viewer. So a couple of viewer sales. Actually, there's 4 or 5 viewer sales today out of the 19. So amazing as usual, your kindness towards us. And it's this one right here. And it's been around long enough, I think, that, or maybe not, I can't remember. Maybe it got bought with a coupon. At any rate, I love this message, so I'm going to read it. Message is from Diane. Hello, love this pin. It shows 2 different worlds embracing each other in love and compassion. I'll add it to my collection and call it the Hope for Humanity pin, because of the 2 different worlds can get along. Why can't we? I like that. Very nice. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy it. Haven't sold an 8-track in a while, which kind of makes me sort of happy. I kind of got burned out on those. And now, let's see if I can find it. It's going to probably be down here. It's a white one. I bet it's that one right there. War. There you go. That one's pretty cool. And it's in great condition as well. Look at that. That one sold for $9 plus shipping. Why can't we be friends? Look at that. I didn't even plan that. They fit together perfect, huh? Two different buyers though. Took a 25% off sale to get this vintage made in Japan, I think. This would be Bashful, right? One of the dwarfs, Bashful. And it's Walt Disney product made in Japan. Not occupied Japan, which relates back to the end of World War II, but whatever. I'm not going to get into it. I said I wouldn't do history today, but boy, I've got so much history on my mind here. So it did take a coupon to get it out of here, but it's still sold for $11.25. Free shipping, that'll go out really super duper light though. Looks like I need to restock my 4x4x4 boxes right there. And sometimes, actually those are 4x4x4s. I need to restock my 5x5x5s, which is probably the way I'll ship that thing so that it's got some give before you get to the actual figure. So, at any rate, Hiram, thank you for buying plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table over on CommonwealthPicker.com. Hey, I had a note right there, and I wanted to make sure I got this in here so I didn't forget it. And so, two things really quickly. A thank you again to Brian, who was kind enough to purchase those hats for Jeff for the ALS fundraiser, and they were able to communicate, which I think is really cool. So, thank you again, Jeff, for allowing us to be part of that for you. I did a small part. Brian did a massive part. So thank you. And I just wanted, I never give Brian any shout outs, thank yous, you know, other than just saying thank you. And so I wrote down the store name, and it's Happy_Gabe. I think that's your son's store name. So y'all go check that out as a thank you for Brian's generosity. And in addition to that, we do have that current fundraiser going. I should have done a pink hat. This is for Rags to Riches resale. See the pink hat down there? I should have done a pink hat for breast cancer, but I didn't. So maybe you'll have to do another one. I don't know. But you guys are amazing, and so many people on Instagram reached out to thank me. No need to thank me at all. It's all the, I mean, look, you know, I have very little cost into this stuff, and there's a lot of money going to where it needs to go. So you can thank Matt if anybody wants to go over there and thank him for his generosity. So thank you, and I hope it's going to be heading your way as soon as we get this all auctioned off. All right, we have an NWO sticker going out. It's like every episode we have one going out, right? It won't be long, y'all. We're down to like 30 left out of almost 100, so. NWO. Some people still get mad. NWO. What do you say? It's a wrestling thing, y'all, if you don't know. So it's not you know, the end of the world here. So there you go. That one sold for $10 to a viewer. Yeah, I got Hollywood Turner right here. His glasses and his bat. We're going to go out and do a little BP. And if you haven't noticed, this is after we've done all the shipping. So, and all the merch store shipping and everything else. So, anyway, Turner made some sales. Yep. What did you sell? Do you know what the heck those things are? They're like
old Mario games,
stuff. That's right. That's the Mario raccoon thing, huh?
I play as this thing.
You've played as that thing? Yeah, like Mario Kart and stuff. Do they have that on Mario Kart? No, I don't think they do actually.
I think they actually do. No, I don't know what it, I forgot what it does though.
All right, but you've played it on different games and been that character, huh? All right, well, cool. Those are from 1989. Best year ever. That right there, Turner, we bought for, I think I paid $2 each, or maybe 2 for 3, but I think it was $2 each, and they sold for $19 plus shipping. Definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
And before I forget, Turner's sales went out to Jeff. Thank you so much for the kind words. He says he loves both channels, and he has an eBay store. It's the Gnome Store. I like that. Do you sell gnomes in that store? Very, very cool. Hope you enjoy those, and thank you so much. We appreciate it. This one's going out to David Magnolia Treasures, Magnolia, Texas. Really, really cool. Thank you, sir. I am a longtime YouTube viewer and have learned a lot from you. My wife and I recently retired and are reselling full-time now. I saw the video where you got these stickers, and I was jealous. That video is done pretty well, by the way. I'm a longtime NWO fan. Back in the 80s, I had long hair, and the kids would follow me around thinking I was Kevin Nash asking for an autograph. I thought he started coming in the 90s. LOL, thanks again. I would love a CWP sticker to display on the upcoming YouTube videos if you have one. So definitely we throw in the little stickers every single time for free, and we'll do that for you as well. Thanks. Next one's a viewer sale, and the last viewer sale of the day, I believe. Not 100% sure, pretty sure. And I just have to read this message as well. And Big Bird's going to fall, I think. And I need another hand to put this mushroom clock back up. So there we go. All right, that one sold for $14 plus shipping. I think maybe 10% off on that. Now, I usually don't pay more than $1 for these because they're not fast sellers and they don't go for much, but I just can't help but sell them. I think they're cool, so let me read that real quick. Hi, Kevin. Watching your channel for a little over a year now. Been reselling full-time after the pandemic hit, and I've been doing so ever since. I've learned a lot from you. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with the rest of us. It has definitely helped me out a great deal. Thanks also for the American Bubble Boy info. I've used your link a couple of times now, and that link's down below. That's why I had to read it. See that? Free plug. So if you haven't done it, go check it out and use that link below in our, well, it's on Linktree over there on Instagram and all that stuff. But do it at the end of the video. So, great company. My eBay store is LMR_listings. I hope to order an Enema Man soon. Best wishes, your family, for your family. Lisa, thank you. Look, I bring something here and I'm putting stuff in front of what I got to get. I never sell anything out of here until I block it off. So this is Descoware enamel right there on top of that. I guess what, I don't know, is that cast iron or anything? What is it? And it's got, you see that little nick right there? But it's still a nice little piece. And it's sold, see, made in Belgium. And it's sold for $27 and change, I think. I don't know if this one had 10% off or not. I'll double check and add it to our total for the I Have the Power sale. There you go, $22 profit brings us to $4.90 out of $2.20, and like I say, always a long way to go. Haven't made a sale from the mother lode in a long time, and I remember saying I was going to make $3,000 off that sale, and we certainly will. People ask me about it every once in a while and say, you haven't made $3,000. Well, we will. It's because we haven't sold hardly any of the handhelds because I haven't listed them. Still, I gotta find the right game. Oh, maybe it's not in here. Maybe I'm totally wrong here. I'll have to go back and look. No, I had it the whole time. I just passed it over because I thought I was looking for something else. But this is Arcade Advanced. It's a Frogger in it, I think, is what I was looking for, the Frogger title. So $5, and I gotta look, 21 cents plus shipping brings us, it's more than this maybe, but well, I don't know if it is or not. $3 profit on that, $2,387 from $720, and still have listed like maybe 20% of the handhelds as well. All right, I've got Reagan in here, and of course where Reagan is, there is an animal. Pipper, you haven't come and visited me in a long time. They miss you. Yeah. I gave you some treats too. Look, she licked her lips. Yummy. All right, so Reagan, you have a ton to ship out of here. This video, when they see this, is a little bit delayed, but we're not going to give thank yous for all of the folks who did these because there literally will be 100 because that's how many we bought. We did the first batch of 50. The second batch is either up and sold or still up. So I don't know what to promise y'all out there, but they went 14 hours, 50 of them were gone. My guess is, you know, they're probably gone by now, but I'm not certain. Depending on when you hear this video, it may be quite a bit later. So Reagan's going to thank some folks who didn't buy these, and then at some point in the future, we're going to thank all of you guys. So what do you got?
William got a mug and I'm guessing with your Enema Man?
Enema Man, yeah, a mug and an Enema Man, and table plans. Thank you, William.
And you got an Enema Man and a Commonwealth flipper sticker, and she's...
Is that Angie Resells?
Angie Resells
on YouTube. That's right. Okay, so we've got those. Those are already headed out. You probably already have them, but we never said thank you.
Yeah, I think I shipped hers out.
Yeah, I think you did too. So, all right, lots of folks to thank here too. And Bubba's girlfriend's inside. She's about ready to come out here and attack this. Tons and tons of stuff. Maybe I'll get some video in a minute of y'all doing that.
Bye, and don't forget your sticker at commonwealthpicker.com.
So, see you later, Pepper.
For the people that think my dad does all the shipping for the cartel store, we just finished all of this.
Just two things in here today. I love selling overalls. These little bibs here. This is Liberty. I always notice that green. And they sell okay, y'all. You know, depending on the size and condition. Can't remember what I paid for them, to be honest with you. I think that's where I picked them up. They sold for $33.25 plus shipping, so decent profit. I can't imagine paying more than $5 for them, so Mary Kay at Play for eyeshadow, I guess is what this is. $8 plus shipping. All right, y'all, almost forgot one of my favorite items of the day. Loved picking this up. I actually had this out there for $150. And I bought it for $30, I think, if you remember that sale. The back hit graphic is just amazing on that one. Love the colors. I probably should have waited around, but a viewer, Michael, asked me about it. I had a few watchers on it. I could have got more money for it, to be honest. I mean, it even has the big zipper. I mean, this thing is sweet. But you know what? Out the door, $100. I'm still going to make, I think it was $95, and I think we'll make about 40 profit on it. I was hoping for more around 60 profit on it, and I could have got that, but Michael sent me a message, and I'm like, you know what? We'll make some money. Sounds like he really wants it out there, and I'm happy to get rid of it. It's a big one, taking up room in that closet in there, so pretty cool. Love starter jackets. $95 for that one. Paid $30. All right, y'all, I'm going to cut a couple of sales into this video that aren't from the same day because I've screwed something up and I had to ship them out on a separate day. So anyway, so the shed looks a little different than the rest of the video. That's what happens, you know. Life happens and you gotta actually take pictures and all that stuff and list and ship. Oh, I'm on the wrong spot. This guy right here sold Michael J. Fox mask from, well, I guess it's a Teen Wolf 2 mask, which was Michael, I think. No, wait, Teen Wolf 2 was not Michael J. Fox, was it? Anyway, there you go. $8.21 because it went off on a 25% off sale plus shipping. And here's the other one here. It is a bongo. It's not a fanny pack, although it kind of looks like one. It's purse. And that one I picked up super cheap somewhere, and it's sold for $14 plus shipping. I like that sale. All right, y'all, I've got 3 topics really quick. One is eBay Open. I don't know. I've never been, and I'm just curious if anybody in the audience has been. Is it worth it? Give me a little description if it's something worth your while, and if anybody's going. I'm curious. I need to learn a little bit more about it. Second is, I think I got everything right, September 17th, 10 a.m. near Raleigh. I'll give the address soon. We're having Uncle Mark's garage sale. And it will be an actual garage sale where you can find things to resell. It might not be, you know, dirt cheap prices, but certainly enough meat on the bone to make some, you know, maybe 25, 30% of eBay prices maybe. And it's not quite going out of business, but it is a really close to going out of business eBay sale. It has a ton of merchandise. Might even have a few other folks come in and sell. It will be a sponsored event. It will be sponsored by me as well. I'm going to pay for all the food. So for maybe up to, let's say, 50 people or so, if we can get that many to show up in the Raleigh area. I know some people are flying in. Some YouTubers you might even recognize might be there, which is kind of cool. And so we're doing that. And it's going to be a good time. If you can source, great. If you can't, it's still going to be a good time. And it's going to be at 10 a.m. in the morning. I'll give that information soon. As soon as Dave, Picker NC Flipper, teaches me how to do the Eventbrite thing. So I can do it for myself. I'm a little slow on those kind of things, you know. And what else can I tell you? Oh, I know what it is. Desiree's message. I wanted to read that really quickly. All right, she says, I started watching Harry Tornado, and it led me to you and a whole lot more pickers, for sure. It's interesting how people, you know, I always talk about the old school folks who make this possible for me. That, you know, I always talk about Pete Craigslist Hunter and all the folks, you know, and John, and then Lonnie did, you know, what I do now. And there's so many people who have been doing this a long time. Talk about heart pickers and Tanya Thrifty Treasures, and try to give credit to the old school folks who started this. And some are still at it, just putting out great content. And of course, you know, Harry Tornado, you know, he's, you know, a little young and inexperienced. I'm just teasing y'all. I'm just trying to rile up all the people out there that are gonna go. Anyway, thank you. I'm glad you came from Josh over to us over here. So very, very kind. He made an appearance on Trash to Cash podcast. It was pretty good. I wasn't on it, but it was pretty good. You should go check it out. Love seeing the difference in all the pickers and the information all of you share. It's fantastic. I love the family aspect you bring to it, and I have bought a couple of things. The Trail of Tears belt buckle and the Olive Boomerang ashtray. You bought that. Sweet. My dad had one. Chicago Bears blanket and for the hubby, and these Tweeties for my sister. Thank you very much. Desiree. Desiree, thank you. I really appreciate it very, very much, and I can't wait to see you next time.